Hey, what's going on, Ape Nation? I hope you guys are all having a great day and had a wonderful weekend. The markets are really bloody right now. I think all of us kind of have a sneaky suspicion of why that's happening. CPI data is crazy. Inflation continues to spook the market. But I do want to kind of gear shift. I know a lot of you guys pay attention to the work that Bigums and I have done on ISDA. And two new directors have joined the ISDA board, and this was actually on the 12th, but I hadn't spent a whole lot of time. I mean, because ISDA is so huge, there's so much to cover. I hadn't really spent a whole lot of time about like who are the people that are actually running this. So there were two new directors that were brought on. One from Nomura Securities, which some of my guys that do deeper DD are going to probably be aware of who they are, and then Intercontinental Exchange. So two different people. But then we start going and looking at the people that are elected for continued terms and like what their positions are at ISDA. And again, if you guys don't know what ISDA is, this is basically they're the governing body on the OTC derivative market internationally. This is the biggest of the big. This is where all the big players play. You have to have, billions of dollars in AUM or, capital under management to even participate. And basically, they're contracts that are, in a way, the most simple way I could compare them is um, like handshake deals where you can make custom collateral obligations, custom deals. You can make hybrid options, flex options, all kinds of different things. But, anyways, let's continue back going looking at the directors. So we have the head of global sales and research. He works for P. Morgan. Managing director and global head of OTC clearing is and he is from Credit Suisse, right? William Black. This is the guy that is a managing director of global head and OTC clearing. So Credit Suisse, okay? Another managing director, head of innovation, global markets, Citigroup, Bishorup Chatterjee. I mean, I'll butcher all these names. I probably won't even read the names off. You guys can see this if you want to do more individual research. But we have the managing director and the head of onboarding, transaction management, and clearing. And this is from Credit Agricole CIB, somebody that works there. I'm not familiar with them. Amy Hong, who's the managing director and head of market structure and strategic partnerships at ISDA, works at Goldman Sachs. Okay. Now, the managing director of market and security services is a employee of HSBC Bank, right? So we're kind of seeing a common theme: major banks, Credit Suisse, major funds, and the list kind of goes on. The head of financial markets, global head of resource management and analytics, is from the Standard Chartered Bank. Don't know much about them. We're looking at if you guys want to follow along, the co-head of global rates and counterparty portfolio management, Bank of America. Okay. The managing director, head of macro trading for Europe, the Middle East, and Asia Pacific is Barclays, another major bank. The managing director of global markets and internal control office is MUFG Bank. I don't know who they are either. We have the chief strategic oversight officer for global markets at BNP Paribas, which was, if you guys remember when that whole mess with the Brazilian stocks, AMC2, etc., that was going on over there, that you would hear their name quite often. And these guys are big players. And then they had three directors that were also reappointed. One director that works at CME Group, one that works at PIMCO, and then one that works at EBRD. Now, PIMCO, that's a huge fund as well. So these guys are all fund managers, are all the tops at the banks. Now, here's the interesting stuff where I found some other kind of juice. So the directors on the board of ISDA currently, we have somebody from APG Asset Management Asia. We have, it looks like a law firm, Ishan Co. We have AXA Investment Managers. Okay, the managing director of global fixed income is BlackRock. Okay, so a BlackRock employee is on the board of ISDA as well. We have RBC Capital Markets, BNB Mellon again, so other funds, trusts, and they manage all the collateral management. We got Deutsche Bank as the group treasurer. Let's see if there's any other ones. Morgan Stanley is the vice chairman of institutional securities. That's interesting. And then you kind of got some biographies. So I know this video is kind of like drawn out and I'm just kind of like naming off positions, but I just wanted you guys to be aware of the people that are at the top of ISDA when we talk about the executives, the board members. These are the people that are trying to, that really have control over this, which should, I think, convey how big of a deal this is. The major banks are basically using this as a tool to not even so much just attack AMC and GameStop, because it's much bigger than that. It's just this is way bigger than AMC and GameStop. This is a tool they're using to play the entirety of the market. When I see the market, I don't mean just equities. I mean derivatives and everything, using the same dollar a million different ways. But anyways, just a quick little video. I thought it was kind of interesting, being that there was Blackrock members and all these major banks being on the actual board of ISDA, which I think, again, drives home the point of how big of a deal it actually is. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your guys' day. I might have another video coming today, depending if I can get this research put together. There's still a few things I'm kind of lining up. Anyways, love you a long time. Peace.